Stormdog here. Let's just set this here for a second. If you may have noticed, I like to get a video out every Monday, and it's usually something related to gameplay of some kind, and I wanted to try something different and see if I could put up kind of a bonus thing on Friday. Something a little bit more freeform, a little bit easier to edit. Subscribe if you like more of this movie-oriented type of video, kind of a review. In this case, more of a reasons not to watch. You can go ahead and follow me over on Twitter. And the movie I wanted to talk about is The Twins Effect 2 from 2004. I actually haven't seen the first one, but the synopsis of the first one looks quite a bit better than this one. And the ratings for it on IMDb also are quite a bit better. This is an action, fantasy, comedy kind of movie that you can actually catch over on Netflix. Sadly, the first one is not over there. I remember hearing this kind of mentioned vaguely throughout the years. Before they did the Forbidden Kingdom movie, there was kind of this rumor that there was a movie that Jackie Chan and Donnie Yen had been in before and actually had a fight scene in. And so that was kind of my interest in seeing this movie despite not seeing the first one. And if you look into it, the two movies have basically nothing to do with each other, the first one and the second one. In this one, it's back in time. It's, like I said, a fantasy one. The first one was in modern times. But anyway, this is quite the movie. There's this kingdom. It's ruled by an evil queen. In this kingdom, men are subjugated and enslaved because years ago the queen's sister tricked her lover a long time ago. And now there's some prophecy about a man that's going to find a mystical sword, Excalibur, and become king. The story falls, and really seriously, these are the character names. This is not a translation error. Charcoalhead and Blockhead. And we follow them on their journey to find the treasure. One of them is actually played by J.C. Chan, Jackie Chan's son. They're accompanied by basically a slave trader and an agent of the queen. There's this, I guess you could say, kind of Robin Hood-esque vigilante called Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. It's all really quite nonsensical and just completely asinine. The jokes are ridiculous. You have men being called dumbbells, the ones that are being sold into slavery. Turns out later on there's a nymph running around, and at the end the queen has a super weapon that gives men memories. It just keeps getting worse the longer it goes. It jumps from scene to scene with no explanation. Even into the middle of fight scenes. It would just change scenes in the middle of a fight scene. I had no idea why, what was going on. I thought maybe for a second they had just drastically botched the editing at some point. My wife at one point sat down with me partway through, asked me what was happening with different characters. I didn't have a clue how to even explain it to her. Really, overall, the cardinal sin, the action is not even that good. I have watched a lot of B-grade and even C-grade movies just because they have decent action in them. Not because the storyline or acting was good, just the action scenes were good. And I understand they're going for a wuxia kind of approach here. None of it did it for me. There was another movie I recently watched, no relation whatsoever, also on Netflix. Not Twins Effect. I can't even remember what it was called, Twin something. But it at least had some decent action in it. This did not. There was nothing to redeem this just absolute dumpster fire. So I really recommend, if you'd ever heard that there was the fight scene between the two, Jackie Chan and Donnie Yen, just go find it on YouTube. Those 3 minutes of your time will be spent way better. Donnie Yen is in maybe 15% of the movie. Jackie Chan is in maybe 3% of the movie. It's just not worth it. Just absolutely skip this one.